What is going on, YouTube?
What's up? I'm Sharice.
I'm Corey.
We're the Tech Couple. And today we will be reviewing the Elephone P8. Now, you're probably wondering,
what the heck is the Tech Couple doing with an Android phone, specifically the Elephone P8? That don't sound like y'all.
Yeah. We didn't even know what that was until a few weeks ago when Mr. J. Williams let us know that we would be getting one. So thank you to him. He actually spearheaded an initiative that he called Share the Love, in which he sent out this very phone to a few different YouTubers, specifically smaller ones, so that we could have the opportunity to test out something that maybe wouldn't normally be featured on our channel, or that we wouldn't normally just buy on our own, to see what we think about it, spend a week with it, and then pass it on to the next YouTuber. So this is the end of our week, and we have formed a few opinions about it, which you are about to hear now.
So before we get into how we feel about it, let's talk about some of the more nerdy techie specs of the Elephone P8.
Now, right off the bat, this thing has some impressive looking specs on paper. Of course, we're gonna dig into our opinion of some of those and how they actually perform in real life a little bit later. But
it's crazy that a smartphone, like a legit, indeed, it actually is smart, phone could cost less than $200 or $300 off contract?
yeah.
Like full retail.
You can just buy this phone for under $300, and it has some amazing specs at that price point. To start, it has a 5.5-inch Ultra HD display, which actually looks surprisingly good on this phone. The colors are vibrant, it's very well lit. It looks great. It also comes with a screen protector pre-installed, probably because it'd be really difficult to find an Elephone HD screen protector just otherwise in the market. So it does come with those. It's not super high quality, it's very thin, but at least they gave it to you. It also comes with a clear case in the packaging too, if that's something you care about. It comes packing a Helio P25
octa-core processor. Sounds fancy enough.
Sounds very impressive.
I know octa-core is 8 cores. I know that much.
You know.
It's got a 25 megapixel Sony rear camera.
21.
Look, I done gave Elephone 4 extra megapixels. And I know it has an 8 megapixel. I'm just making stuff up. I'm just gonna let Sharice say.
So it has a 21 megapixel Sony rear-facing camera that is capable of shooting 4K video. It also has a 13 megapixel front-facing camera with flash.
Oh, so I gave them more in the back and shorter them on the front.
I think you gave them 4 too many and 4 too few. Look at that. The phone has 6 gigs of RAM, and it comes with 64 gigs of internal storage, which of course is expandable
via the SD card. For all of you SD card lovers, hoarders who have 9 terabytes of data in your back pocket, because that's just how you roll. You keep everything on you in those little cards. It's there for you, as well as
a fingerprint scanner
and what people affectionately call the
HPJ, the headphone jack.
It does include one of those too for all of you audiophile lovers who have your fancy headsets and don't like to be a part of #DongoLife. Got you covered there as well. Now,
also on the hardware side of things, it does come with a dedicated Do Not Disturb button. If you are like us and like to just toggle, you don't want annoying notifications popping up.
Especially not when you're recording YouTube videos.
Exactly. Go ahead and toggle that thing and you're good to go. And finally, even though it is not necessarily meant for American use, I mean, I guess anything technically could be, but it does come with a ton of bands, including ones that will support voice over LTE. So if you're bougie like us and your carrier supports it.
I like my HD voice, or whatever every carrier calls it, because every carrier
has their own.
They make up some word to say the same thing.
Yeah, but this phone does support VoLTE.
Oh, VoLTE, I like you.
So one of the very first things I realized that I needed to figure out about this phone was how the heck to navigate it.
Yeah.
So I got into the settings and started like customizing things and realized, I don't know how the heck to get back from here. And apparently This phone has some super custom settings, which are actually dope.
Yeah. We're used to the little bar at the bottom of Android, like the nav bar. Yeah. That was like, okay, swipe up, it's not there.
Swipe left, right, down, up, bottom. I was, shaking it. I did everything I could and no navigation bar.
Up, down, left, right, BAB, select, start, none of that.
Contra code, nothing. So in the settings, there actually are some additional options for either having the navigation bar on the screen like you're used to, or there are some different presses that you can do on the home button that'll allow you to go back or to get into your recent apps. It's actually really cool, but I wound up just leaving the navigation bar on there. Yeah. I didn't want to have to contra code my way around the phone every time.
Yeah, no. This is a dope feature, and I'm sure, if that was your primary phone that you're running all the time, I could appreciate the added real estate of not having a navigation bar, but
definitely sticking with the navigation.
You get one Elephone P8 with a nav bar on the side, please.
So after we figured that out, or after I figured that out, whatever. After it was figured out that you could, after it was figured out that we could put the navigation bar on the phone, it was then time to start digging in, putting some apps on there, and just seeing how it handled the stuff I normally do on my phone. I don't do a ton. Facebook, music, Instagram, YouTube. This list is getting longer and making it sound like I do a lot.
That doesn't sound like not a lot, Cherise.
No, but this phone is supposed to be able to handle all that. I mean, 6 gigs of RAM, it's gonna do what I want it to do. And it can multitask, so I could set some apps on the top while I'm doing something else, watching a YouTube video, for example, while browsing Facebook. And I needed to download some stuff, but almost immediately after I got into the Play Store while downloading apps, it kept crashing. And overall, it hasn't been a bad experience, but I have had a few hiccups when I was listening to Spotify and curling my hair to do this video, as a matter of fact. Spotify kept crashing. So I don't know if it's maybe just me, if it, just...
You should have done the contra code.
That's it.
It's the contra code.
It's because I took the cheap way out. I put the navigation bar. Dang it.
Your bad.
My bad. But yeah, it did have a few crashes. Nothing too pervasive, extreme, nothing so extreme that I'd say this phone sucks. It wasn't anything like that. But I did experience just a couple of crashes. But beyond that, the phone actually ran super smooth. Super smooth. Every app that I opened launched instantly. My text input was right on target. I didn't experience any lag. Even switching back and forth between apps, nothing. It was a great experience with that. So all those specs obviously are paying off somewhere in the phone. Now, I think for me, what's kind of my biggest thing that I really wanted to kind of put to the paces was that camera. Those camera specs seem redonkulous on paper, and I wanted to know, do they live up to
21 rear.
21 rear.
13 front.
13 front, which sounds insane. I'm like, my selfies are gonna be great. I'm gonna get some dope pictures.
I wanted to say on fleek for some reason. I don't know. That's like 2014.
No, that's old. You're showing your age, bro. But yeah, I really wanted to love the camera, and all in all, it did. It took pictures.
But I think you love it for the price.
For the price, for sure. Okay, so that's definitely something to kind of keep in mind with any of our opinions or opinions that you see about this phone in general. It is under $300. So right now you can see we're gonna compare the $300 phone or under $300 phone with my iPhone 10. I tried to get as close as I could as far as the shots, the lighting. I took one and then immediately took the next. So you can compare what a sub $300 phone looks like compared to the over $1,000 phone. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it?
I think the deciding factor is trying to figure out, do the photos look 4 times better on the iPhone 10, which is kind of subject to the difference in price.
Absolutely. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. For the price point, it does look great. But yes, the camera actually does take really good pictures in perfect circumstances. So in some of these pictures, you'll see that I was standing right in front of a natural light source, AKA a window with the sun. And in some of the pictures either looked dark or overexposed. And it was really hard to find like that perfect exposure in the middle. Now, I did also take some pictures that were very well lit in our kids' room with some of their toys. They're in a Mickey Mouse phase right now. So there's some Mickey Mouses.
Shout out Disney.
Yeah, there's some Mickey Mouse plush toys in their room. And I tried to take that picture. And I think of all the ones I took, that was definitely the best lit under indoor circumstances. I took some where it wasn't so lit in our home, and as you can see, it came out really dark, really grainy. It was hard to find focus even when I tried to manually kind of tap and go in and adjust some of the settings. It didn't turn out super fantastic. I also have this of the dishwasher detergent. And as you can see,
shout out to Dawn.
Yeah.
This video is sponsored by Dawn. No, I'm not.
You're definitely not. Being
I'm
honest.
I'm definitely not.
You're definitely not being honest. No, but this one also kind of, I think is one of the better looking pictures, but still not quite the quality that I would hope for when you look just at the specs, not at the price. For the price, I think it did really well.
Yeah, of course, I would think that the outdoor photography is really where a camera should shine. Yeah, that's the best conditions pretty much to do anything. Take the picture outside, it'll look better. Just like if you go into a store looking at a TV, that's why it's always so dark, so you can't really tell that the TV isn't really all that bright.
Isn't as good as you think it is.
Exactly.
And this camera really isn't any different from that. Just like most cameras on a phone, this one absolutely also performs better in outdoor natural light conditions, which you can see here for yourself. As far as the video, the 4K video also looks good. It's a good looking video. I mean, I really don't have a ton of complaints except for it doesn't have the best image stabilization on the rear camera or the front. They both look a little bouncy, a little shaky, a little wobbly, a little non-stabilized. Exactly. So the quality of the video itself looks good. Have a really steady hand, or some sort of camera mount, anything.
Gimbal, something.
Any sort of gimbal to try to help it not be so. Yeah, that was my.
I was just looking at the camera. I was wondering what you was doing, but I was just going.
That was my, representation of a bouncy thing. But yeah, overall, honestly, this has been a good experience with this phone.
Yes. So
interjection.
Again, thank you. No, I was just gonna ride off that and say thank you to J. Will and the Share the Love product. Super dope idea. Yeah. I think all in all, for someone looking to get a pretty great mid-range phone for sub $300.
Yeah, I was gonna say mid-range. I'm thinking price point, the quality. This feels like a phone twice its price, especially if you consider the build quality. I think this is a plastic phone with like a metal coating on it, but you honestly can't tell. It feels premium.
I don't know what kind of sorcery a metal coat feels, but when I saw it was plastic, I was like, lies, you lie, you lie.
But it feels great.
It feels premium. It really does.
It does.
So of course, if you're looking for that mid-range phone, that is certainly something you should consider. Also, if you're one of those people who likes to buy and sell and need something in between time in the meantime,
great option.
You might want to think about that.
Great option. If you're the person that doesn't want to be without a phone for a little bit, this is absolutely a good one. Or if you cracked your screen or destroyed your phone and you need something else right now, you're not going to be disappointed with this at all.
Or if someone offers a cell phone rental service, I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff out there, and you
gave somebody an idea.
Right, if you want to rent out a phone, here, you can rent this for 7 days in between time.
Yeah. This
might be cost effective to your bottom line.
Excellent option. So have any of you ever used this? Have you even heard of it before?
Or if you want to share the love and send us another phone to check out.
Oh, we always would love that.
I ain't tripping.
Yeah. Go ahead, leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. This was this is a good phone.
Yeah.
This was definitely a good phone. As always, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed.
We will link the other Share the Love winners videos for the Elephone P8 down below as well.
Absolutely.
As well as links to their channel, as well as links to the man Jay Will's channel, and you're on our channel, so you can.
You're on our channel.
You don't need a link there, but you can subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. You got anything else, pretty lady?
I actually think that's it, y'all.
Well, I am Corey.
I'm Sharice.
We are the Tech Couple.
And we will catch you in the next one. Bye.